So in previous lecture, we have learned about some basic concepts of C. What is C and where it is being used, what concepts it use, what are its basic syntax, and what are the function of the libraries that we have used. Okay, we have seen studio.h and that and the if else statements. We have also executed some programs in our previous class. So for today, I will move forward of that. Okay. So this is our unit 2, fundamentals of C. Sir, next slide, please. Okay. This slide steps in. Okay. It is the revision from last lecture. What we have done in our previous class. What is a program? I have told you what is a program. What is a programming language? All of you know what is a programming language. Steps in programming, skills needed to do programming, introduction to C, and we have also made some programs for our clarification of syntax. Okay, sir. Next slide, please. Students should be able to list and explain different types of programming, install C compiler on Windows system, write the first C program and compile and execute. See, today our learning outcomes means our expected learning outcomes are list and to explain different types of programming. What are our different types of programming? How we can install C compiler or Windows system, and our first C program to compile it and execute it. Okay. So next slide, please. Uh, Basic concepts of program. Okay. So see, the basic concepts of programming are in C. First of all, the variable declaration. You all know that when we declare a variable, we write that data type of that variable, and after that we put that variable name. Uh, the voice is not clear. Now it is clear.
It's loud and clear, sir.
Please
Go
clear,
ahead.
sir. The problem might be from the students' network side. You continue, please.
So the basic syntax for variable declaration, as you all know, that we write a data type and then we declare that variable which we need to define below. First of all, we need to include the libraries and then we have to write everything inside the main function. It is our basic syntax. Now, what are the data type and structures that we use in C? So that I will discuss with you. Basic data types are like int, float, character, that I will discuss with you in this lecture only. Flow control structures means conditions and loops. What are conditions and loops? So see, if I want to give any condition like this is my condition and it is true, like this is a like the apple is red. If I have given a condition apple is red, means if the condition is true, it should come in the if block, otherwise it should go in the else block. That is the basic if else condition. I will also explain it. I will also explain this in today's lecture. Loops. There are three types of loop that we often use: for, while, and do while. So for while, I will explain you as we will move in this lecture. Object oriented programming, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, that also I will explain. Debugging to see where our program executes, like to see each and every steps. We use debugging in our program, that I will also explain you. IDs and coding environment. Okay, sir, next slide, please. different types of programming. Different types of programming are procedural programming, that is our C. Functional programming, in which all the things are being performed using functions. Object oriented programming means everything is based on class and objects. The concepts that we have heard about: inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction. These are the concepts that we use in object. Means the basic concept of OOP is that we use a class and object in OOPs. For now, you remember this thing for OOPs concept. Scripting programming. Scripting means to write everything in scripts. Basically, that type of programming we called as scripting programming. Logical programming means the logics that we create. Okay. The selection of the program depends on the usage and programming. And okay, sir, move to next slide, please. See, procedure programming, as I have explained you what is procedure programming. It includes a series of steps with statements or commands with an intent to achieve a desired output. Means what you have understood with this? There are steps line by line with proper statements and commands which we write to perform any particular task or to achieve any specific output. Each set of steps in a series is called a procedure. For each task, a new procedure is created. Okay, that I have explained. The procedure is called the main program. Everything is being written in main. If the same code is required elsewhere, if it is not rewritten, only the procedure needs to be called. Means, see, if I want to perform the functionality again and again, I will create a function for that and I will call that function at that place where I have to use that functionality. That also we will learn when we will go through functions in C. C is a procedural programming language in the sense that we break the program into parts using procedures. Okay, we break C into different functions. That simply they want to tell. Examples of procedure programming language: C and C++, Java, Pascal, and Basic. Okay. Sir, please move to next slide. Functional programming. Functional programming look at the problems in a mathematical way. Utilize mathematical functions to perform a specific task and return a result. See, when we will learn about functions, we will understand how we create the functions and how functions are being called. Okay. Functions take in set of inputs and return an input and return an output. It is not required for the function to return a value. Okay, it is not. We can return void also in function. It is not compulsory to to return any value. Okay, pure functions will always give the same result for the same set of inputs. Functional programming is a method that involves using pure functions. Okay, some of the functions are Scala. Okay, that we will learn when we will learn about functions. This is the only the basic overview of functional program or functions. What are functions? Sir, can you change the slide? Object oriented programming. Okay, it is an important programming language. Like nowadays in every industry or in every web development practice, we use OOPS concepts, OOPS only. Like Java is our object oriented programming language, Python is our object oriented programming language, C++ is semi object oriented programming language. Like the any language that you will use in your web development or in creating your project, like you will create web applications or desktop applications, there you will use object oriented concepts only. Like in this object oriented programming, there are classes and objects. Like I have explained you what object oriented programming is based on classes and object. An object is an instance of a class. What I mean here is instance of a class means through object only we can call the class, we can call its member, we can call its methods. We need to create an object to invoke the methods of a class. See, there are different types of oops, means different principles of oops, we can say: inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. See, these four types are there. This is just a basic overview. Inheritance means when we derive any class from our base class, there is a base class with us of shape, and I have to write two classes for triangle and parallelogram. So I will derive that base class and I will inherit that properties of base class, and I will write some more functionalities to my derived class with that base class functionalities. Okay, polymorphism. Polymorphism is one of many forms. Means there can be same functions. There can be functions with same name, but they can have uh, different definition. Okay. Abstraction. 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 Abstraction is basically hiding up of some important details and showing only some basic information. Like I will only show the declaration of the function, but I will not show the definition of that function. I have to hide some details, then I will use abstraction. Encapsulation means wrapping up of data and methods together, variables and methods together in a class. That is basically encapsulation. This is the basic overview. What is OOPS? What is object oriented programming language? Okay. Yes, Ankit sir, please change this. A scripting language employs a high level construct to interpret and execute one command at a time. See, if we want to execute one command at a time, like our interpreter, what it does, then we use scripting language. Scripting language is used to manipulate, customize, and automate the facilities of an existing system. Okay. Scripting language are used extensively to automate repetitive tasks, manage dynamic web content, or automate processes in large applications. Like, see, our Python is an scripting language. What scripting language does? Scripting language is used for automating some repetitive tasks. If we want to manage any web application, if we want to make that web application dynamic, then we can use Python or any scripting language. Basically, people use Python for creating web applications because it is scripting language. Okay. Scripting language means you have got, I think so, and we will discuss it in further also. Sir, you can change this slide.
Hello.
Logic program.
Hello. Hello,
Logic.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have question, sir. What is the main basic difference in Python and C++?
Python and C++. Can we discuss this question once our theory part is complete?
Okay, sir.
You can ask me once these slides are complete. You can ask me this question. I will give you that time. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Thanks. Logic programming is largely based on formal logic, such a program is set of sentences in logical form expressing facts and rules about a specific problem domain. See, logical programming is an ideal for quick or rapid interpretation of data structure and the code to solve and implement complicated ideas. See, if we want to implement any idea or if we want to perform any problem, if we want to solve any problem, then we use our logic to use that. We need to use our logic to solve that problem. Okay, like if I have to sort any array, I have to use a logic to sort that arrays. That is basically our logical programming. Okay, okay. Sir, please change the slide. Compiler for C language. Okay. So for executing C language, we always use a compiler. We basically use dev C or dev C++. Nowadays, people also use Turbo C, sorry, Visual Studio. Visual Studio comes with all the things like you can execute everything with using Visual Studio. You only need to install the extension of it. Okay, the compiler meaning is that only. What is a compiler? So our compiler means, the term compiler means that if I need to change my source, if I am changing my source code into binary byte code or machine code, which is easily understood to the system, then it is the basic definition of a compiler. Compiler is being used to change our source code to machine code or byte code for making easy understanding to system. It needs to be compiled into machine code language so that the CPU can actually execute the program as per the instructions given. The compiler compiles the source code into final executable program. Source code it changes the source code into machine codes. Source code को machine code में change करता है to execute the programs. Okay. Why it changes to machine code? Because it is easy to understand machine code for machine. The most frequently used and free available compiler is the GNU C or C++ compiler. Okay. Otherwise, one can have compilers either from HP or Solaris with the operating systems. The following section explains how to install GNU C or C++ compiler on Windows. See, now we will learn how we can install the C compiler on Windows. Okay. See, go step by step as I will read about you. To install GCC on Windows, you need to install MinGW. MinGW you can install from Google. To install MinGW, go to the MinGW homepage. See, this is our site www.mingw.org and follow the link to the MinGW download page. Okay, go step by step. Download the latest version of the MinGW installation program, which should be named WinGW version exe. Exe file will be installed of WinGW when you will follow these two steps. While installing WinGW, at a minimum, you must install GCC core, GCC G++, BinUtils, and the MinGW runtime. See, these are the packages that we need to install when we need to install MinGW. These are the packages that are important for us to install if you need to work on MinGW. But you may wish to install more. Okay, add the bin subdirectory of your MinGW installation to your path environment. See, when you will go to advanced settings and when you will go to that system variables, and in that path you need to change that path of the, you need to add this path, means you need to insert this path of MinGW to your system variables. Okay, system variables and also to the environment variables. Okay, so that you can specify these tools on the command line by their simple names. Okay. Sir, you can move forward. Okay. See, first C program. We have written some C program in our previous class. I have explained you how our C programs get executed. Today also, one time more, I want to define that. This is our commands that we use, slash and star asterisk sign. These are our commands that we use when we write a C program. We have written a comment that first C program that says hello, hello.c. Here at the fourth line, come to the fourth line, include studio.h. This is our library that we need to import. This is used for our input output operations. See, at sixth line, int main, we have to use main function. In everything that we have to execute, we will write it in our main function. The execution of our program starts from the main function. Okay, int main, print hello world. Print is our input output function. Like we have included our studio.h library. So our print function, scanf function is automatically being included in the studio.h library. Printf is our function that we use to print anything on our console or our output screen. Hello world will get printed on our output screen. Return 0. Return means we are returning something, like we have written int. 0 is our integer value. Means we have returned nothing. If we want to return nothing, then we will use here void main instead of int main. Okay, here our main at line 9th, our main function has been ended using curly. When we need to close that main function, we will use the curly bracket to end that function. Sir, you can change the slide. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
Sir, it already changed.
Okay, okay. See explanation of the program. These are our comments. As I have told you, what are the comments? We use the slash sign and the asterisk sign to start the comment, and to close that comment, we use the asterisk sign and slash. Okay. These Hello. You can ask the questions to me once the slide get over. I will give you that time. You can mute yourself for now. You can mute yourself for now. Hello.
Yes, sir, you continue.
Screen. Okay. See comments. I have already told you what is comments. Comment is only used to give any heading that we need to perform this type of things in our program. Comments is being used for comments. To define comments, we use slash and asterisk sign. Okay. If I need to do comments in one line only, then I can use double slash. It gives us comments in one line. If I want to use in multiple line, then I can use slash and asterisk sign. See, okay, comments are simple. Hash include studio.h. It is our library that we have included. Studio.h. It is used to perform input output operations, printf, scanf, all the things that we use to input, to print any statement or to input any statement. It comes with studio.h. Okay, sir, please change the screen. Please change the slide. See, now int main. What do you mean by int main? Main is our function from where the execution of the program starts. Int main means we are returning an integer type value. That's why we are writing int main. If we are not returning any value, then we can use void main. Print hello world means printf hello world means if I need to show any message on the screen, then I can use printf. Printf is our input output operation for which we have included studio.h library. Return 0, it terminates the main function. It returns the value 0 to the operating system. Typically return value of 0 signals normal termination. Means it is the end of our function. Like we have told the compiler that this when we have written that value, it is our end of that function. Okay, sir, please change the slide. C terminology and syntax. C basic syntax that we use in C means whenever we write a C program, the basic syntax are this. Statement: a programming statement performs a piece of programming instruction. It must be terminated by a semicolon. Means every statement in our C program is terminated by a semicolon. Preprocessor directive means hash include. If we want to include any files like if we want to include any libraries like studio.h or conio.h file, then we use /include. It is a preprocessor directive that we use to import the libraries. Block. See, a particular block. If I need to write anything inside that block, if I want to in a function, when we write anything, we use the blocks to write the statements in function. See, the blocks are started with the curly brackets and are ended with the curly brackets. Anything that are written between these two curly brackets are called the blocks. Okay. Sir, you can change the slide. Okay. Comments. See, I have explained you what are comments. That only the comments are in C. White spaces like blank or tab space that we often use. See, the proper syntax for C means it is not compulsory for you to put the spaces, but if we want to do programming in a proper way, like in the industries, if you want to do programming in industries, then you have to follow the proper indentation. Like if I am writing an if block, then if I am writing if an if block, then there should be a space, a tab space or a white space in front, means below it, so that a programmer, it is easy for a programmer to understand that the execution of the program is going in this way. Okay. You always have to use the white spaces or the tab spaces whenever you write a program. Proper indentation is must for a program to be easily understood. Case sensitivity. C is case sensitive. A rose is not a rose means if there is an uppercase letter, then you have to use that as an uppercase letter only. If you will use it as a lowercase letter, it will give you an error that it is not a keyword or it is not a data type. Like my int is there. If I will use int in smaller letters only, then only it will work. If I will use I capital, in capital, then it will give us an error that there is no data type of named int. Okay. Sir, please change the slide. See, in the session, what we have discussed. List and explain different types of programming. What are different types of programming? First of all, we have discussed this. What are the types of programming? What are the different types of programming? functional programming, oops objected programming, scripting programming, our uh, um, scripting programming, procedure programming. These are our different types. All have listened to me. These are different types of programming that we have discussed about. How we can install C program. So everyone have noted the instructions, I think so, how to install C compiler on Windows system. Okay. C, we have to install MinGW. For installing MinGW, we need to install some packages. You can go through www.mingw.com. There you will get all the guide. Okay. First C program, we have seen how we execute C program and how we write the C program. We have seen it step by step, how it is being compile and execute. These are the basic C program that we have executed. First of all, we have used libraries, then we have used printf statement, then we have in the main function we have written all the input output statements. We have written a value. We have written an integer value, which means the termination of that function is being occurred there. This all we have discussed. Okay. Now, what issues means what things are in your mind? What questions are there? You can ask me.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Sir, my question is that, sir, what is the main basic difference in Python and C programming language?
See, Python is a scripting language. Means for desktop applications or web applications, when you will use basically Python in that. See, in Python there is no concept of operator overloading or means any means there is no concept of operator overloading. In C there is a concept of operator overloading also. In C++ there is a concept of operator overloading also. In C++ is semi-object oriented programming language. Semi means you can you can write things in functions also there. If you will not use the class, then also it is possible to execute C++ function. But
Yes,
to use Python, you have to do everything as an object oriented programming language. Okay.
sir, next question, sir. In Python, we have module, but in C programming language, we have library. Sir, what is the basic difference in module and library?
Okay, nice question. See, libraries, what are libraries? In Python, the modules, first of all, I will explain you what are libraries.
Yes, sir.
Like our libraries are there, studio.h or conio.h.
Yes, sir.
In this particular things are being written. Like if I want to perform input output operations, printf statement, if I am using, then the code for printf, the code for scanf is written in the libraries. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What are modules? Modules are nothing but a function.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Modules are nothing but a function that we use in Python. If I want to import any module, then I will write import statement and then I will use that module. I will write that module name. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Module are simply the functions. If I don't want to import that module, and if I only want to use that function, I can directly import also that function from that module. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next question.
Sir, what is the meaning of return in programming? Like you have told.
See, return means we tell the compiler that this is our last statement of our function, and we are terminating this function. A return value means, see, if I am returning 0, I have put return 0 in the program which I have explained. If I am using return 0, then I want, when I am declaring that function, I need to use the data type int there. Like I
Okay.
have used int main. If I am returning return 0, then I have to use int main. If I am
Yes,
not
sir.
returning anything, if I am not using any return statement, then I will use void main. Void mains means nothing is being returning there.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
next
Thank you.
question. Okay.
Sir, can you explain the principles of object-oriented programming?
Okay. See, this is the basic overview of object-oriented programming language. You don't need to go in depth of that, but if you have told me, then I will explain you. See, the basic concepts of object-oriented programming language are: first, inheritance. Inheritance means if I have a base class, like I have a shape class, and I have to use that functionality of shape class in my down class, in my class also, in my child class also, then I can inherit that class, that base class, and I can add some functionality to that base class in my function, in my class, sorry. This is the basic concept of inheritance.
Okay, sir.
Polymorph Polymorphism means one of many forms. Means I am using functions of same name, but I am writing different functionalities of in it. When I will call that function, that particular function should be called of that functionality. That is polymorphism. For now, you understand this is polymorphism. Abstraction means if I want to hide some details, if I don't want to show my some details to the outer world, then I can use abstraction. Encapsulation means if I am wrapping up of data like methods and variables in a class or in a capsule, then I can use encapsulation. These are the basic four concepts of OOPS.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Sir, I say, hello,
Sorry, I'm not able to listen. Yes. Your voice
sir,
is
what side type of, okay, sir, so
your voice is not clear. Yes. Your voice is not clear.
okay, sir,
You can write in the chat. I will see from the chat.
Hello, sir. Sir,
no,
what
sir,
is the basic? Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir. What is the basic mode of showing error that in program? That is line by line or after compiling the program?
In C, full program is being compiled. Then the error is being shown.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Full program will be first of all, your compiler will compile the full program. Then the error will be shown.
Sir,
Okay.
so sir, it will not work on interpreter mode. It will always on compiler.
Yes. See, in C we use compiler. In C we use compiler to compile and run the program.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question, please.
Ratman, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am asking that you have told us about OOPS.
Yes.
In that you have said that when we web development,
Robin Oja. What is your name?
sir, I am Yesh.
Yash. Okay, Yash. First, your query we will solve. Then I will see Robin's query. Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
I am
Yash.
saying that you have said that web develop uh, OOP is used in web development also.
Yes.
Sir, we can also use without OOPS.
Uh, What do you want to means without oops? Can we want if we want to make any web application? Can we make that? You are asking?
Yes, by JavaScript.
See,
Using
yes, you can create the web applications. I am not telling that without oops you cannot create web application or desktop application. In JavaScript you can create the web applications. In C++ also you
in
can create
Node.js.
the yes. In Node.js you can create the web application. See, there are different these are the different languages in which you can create, but this all uses oops somewhere.
Sir, it is important to use oops.
Uh, See, some it is based on the web application. What type of web application? Oops make us oops create oops by using oops. The web application that we create are secure. See, today in today's world, the web applications that we create are that we create should be secure. Like we use Python. Python is a
Yes.
secure language. That's why we use Python nowadays in large scales.
So JavaScript is secure or not?
JavaScript is secure. JavaScript also uses oops concept somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. See, Robin Oja. Hello, Robin Oja.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
How
hello.
many files are made?
Sir, hello.
Yes. Who?
Yes, yes.
Robin Oja. How many files
Sir.
are made?
Yes, sir.
How many files are made when we write a code and execute it? Okay. How many files? We only create a single file with .c extension
Dot.
and with .c extension.
Sir, but after that obj file is created na and exe. I have told that how many
No,
files
but
are created when our code is executable.
uh, your question is how many files are made when we write a code and execute it?
Means if we
Okay.
execute, then obj file is made or not.
Okay. After execution, how many files are created? Means after compilation, how many files are created? That you want to ask.
Total. If we execute a code and write a code.
See, one bytecode file is being created, .obj file, and one source code file is being there. When you will execute our code, one obj file will also be created. Okay,
Means
these two
total
files
how
are
many?
created. These two
Two.
files are created. Yes.
Obj and source code.
Yes. Okay. Next question.
Sir, how much white
sir.
take one? Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how much white take one string character in C?
One string character.
Huh. Yes, sir.
Int takes 4.
Or
There is no string data type in C, first of all.
okay, sir.
There
Okay,
is
sir.
there,
Sir,
there is a char.
char,
Yes. Yes,
char.
there is a char data type, float data type, and int data type. So int takes 4 bytes.
Yes, sir.
Float takes 8 bytes,
Yes, sir.
and character takes 2 bytes.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Okay.
Sir, double data type be also in this.
Yes, double is also being used in C. That we will discuss when we will use double in our further classes. For now, you need to understand this basic data types. Okay. For now, you need to understand this basic data types.